Morning, everyone. Welcome to another This Might Hurt. So I started the video and it was on 60 seconds, so that was quick. What I was saying was it's the beginning of the second decan of Aries, which is the Three of Wands. And we are out of that energy of the battle axe, of the severing, and now it's time for the progress and momentum of the new to come in. So I, for one, am ready for that. Things have been severed pretty definitively here in my world. I don't know. I'm sorry you hurt my dogs, and that's a problem. So if you don't like it, then I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. So, anywho, yeah. I was thinking this morning because Easter's coming up, right? And I love the people that go to Palm Sunday, get their palms, go to Easter, get their ashes, all these things. And then they turn around and they treat humanity in such a way that is so not what they preach to be to other people. I find that very fascinating. In my experience, the less institutionalized you are with religion, the more spiritual you are. The more kind you are, the more forgiving you are, the more empathy you have. So it's a very interesting dynamic. I'm not saying all. I'm saying in my experience, the people that I have come into contact with, that has been the case. And I think it's funny because you expect those people to be safe, right? You kind of give them a carte blanche for trust. And as it turns out, that was misplaced trust in the end. But anyway, let's get the energy for today. The Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is the energy of I am fake, right? This could be people in your life. This is the person who says she's one thing, and I do say she because it's queen, but it could be, just the feminine energy, but claiming to be one thing and then doing something completely opposite that. That's what we were just talking about, right? The I'm going to go to church, but then I'm going to treat people like crap on the way out the door. Yeah, it's not a great energy to be in. We're still in all this wands energy. We seem to have a lot of wands lately, but so in the keywords, it's insecurity and suppressed passion. Yeah, I don't see it that way. I see it as the fakey McFakerman. Just appearing to be one thing but being something else. And then the appearance of stability. I feel like the reversed cards today are all of the I guess I've been listening to a lot of Carl Jung with the shadows, but the appearance of, but at the core, it's not real, right? So the appearance of stability, but not really being stable. The appearance of standing in your power and owning your truth, but not really doing that, right? I don't know if this is you. If this is you, then time to check yourself before you wreck yourself. If it's someone else, then they need to go. It's not... I'm literally, my stomach hurts looking at these cards. Like, I'm literally nauseated by the energy that I'm seeing here today. And, I have been this in the past, for sure. I've probably been this in the last 2 months. I don't know. But the difference is I will introspect and not project, right? So be the person that introspects on this and not projects it onto everybody else. Anyway, let's keep going. This one's hurting today, guys. This one's kind of hurting today. So we've got the Two of Cups on its side. Not really sure. Is this self-love? Is this self-preservation? Or is it just being mean? I don't know. Ask yourself that. Are you doing this to protect yourself? 9 times out of 10, guys, when we do these toxic things, it's because of a trauma, and it's because the woolly mammoth is trying to protect you from something that you've experienced in the past. I actually uncovered a really big trauma yesterday. That went back to when I was 4 years old, and understanding why I have this fear of being alone. And now that I have made the subconscious conscious, it will not direct my life, and I will not call it fate. But yeah, so it's just self-preservation at the end of the day. Like, it's an icky energy, it's gross, but it's still just self-preservation, right? It's what kept you safe in the past. So have a little bit of grace for that. We've got 2 cards that fell. We've got the Emperor, the Chariot, and the King of Cups, all in reverse. Interesting, so we got a bully. We've got not doing the shadow work and completely dysregulated. Yeah, that pretty much sums up the people that I'm dealing with lately. I could I'm not even going to own that. Like I always say, this could be me, this could be somebody else. I'm not owning this because I am so introspective and I did a lot of shadow work and I am fairly regulated. So this is probably another person in your life that you're dealing with. And just know that you are doing what you had to do to survive in the past, right? The woolly mammoth chalked it up in the win column and is going back and using the same thing. And they are doing the same thing, right? And until everybody looks back at themselves, this perpetuates on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So do the work, guys. Do the work. Look back at yourself. Quit projecting. Quit expecting. And pay attention to yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, the things that trigger you about other people are the things that exist within you, right? If you think somebody's being, say vitriolic, it's probably because you're being vitriolic. So if somebody says that you're being selfish, it's probably because they're being selfish. If somebody says that, you're being immature, it's probably because they themselves are immature, right? It's probably not, if you're not an introspective person, if you're not owning your shit, if you're not doing your shadow work, if you're not looking within, then you're just projecting all this stuff onto everybody else. It's a very interesting dynamic, that the way that happens. But, it gives me peace when people project their shit onto me, and I know it's projection, right? It's gives me compassion and empathy for that person, and helps keep me regulated. But what is the advice? What's the advice for all this? What is the advice? Page of Swords in reverse. All kinds of reversals today. Very interesting. But Page of Swords, let's look it up in reverse. We've got gossip and immaturity. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if this is gossip and immaturity as an advice card. Just know that the gossip that's going around is immature. And if people believe the gossip around you, about you, then thank your higher power for showing you who those people are and that they don't belong in your life. It's a quick way to weed out the people that are with you and not with you, right? Your real people, the people who are doing the work, the people who match your frequency, if you will. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is a refusal to change, right? This situation is not going away. These people have decided that you are the monster, and that is going to be the case forever. And that's okay, because it's time for you to walk away. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. You guys take care. We'll chat tomorrow.